Well, here we go. So I'm Nepal, right? And I'm trying to get all of these. Yeah, they just stick together. That's what good waffles do. Trying to get all of these independents. I'm trying to save my 200 gold per turn, despite the fact that everybody has a merchant of mine going to them. I have over 106 influence per turn, which is great. I have the diplomatic ability to win independence over at about half the cost. That's great. I am not trying to get involved in any kind of combat with anybody unless I get an ideology, and I think my best bet would be going for the cultural victory. So let's get more food, more happiness. So really what it comes down to now is simply getting any kind of... We'll see what happens first. Can I get through the tech tree with the free technologies unlocked with every befriending or city-state suzeraning of... That's really the key. Why do I don't understand why I'm making such a small amount of gold, though. Okay, Throne Thrak doesn't despise me, but she's well over the cap limit and she's not... Okay. Culture on a... I don't even think... build laboratory. And you're just gonna sit... Now my army is practically endless, so... Not really worried about that. But I could beeline it to hegemony, because hegemony will grant you the ability to get artifacts by just researching. And I also want to buy explorers. I've already won over, or I'm already winning over Geneva and San Marino. So, it is time. Where is... Who's next on the list? You. Okay. Let's get my grocer over the inn. Perfectly fine. I need more trade capital, but I don't really want to spend my influence on it. Xerxes is not all that great. He's got 8 settlements. I'm getting more yields than he is. Throne Thrak is well over the cap, as I was saying, and her happiness is still about 1,000. That's ridiculous. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman being friendly with me is a great thing, because anyone that starts a war with me, if we're in an alliance, will start a war with her, and that'll be -5
Cross.
influence, which they don't want. So, now... Okay, now... Gonna master that. I do want a museum, but I have to get my... No, how much? 1,000 for one. Noticing a pattern here. Okay. So let's get a museum. Over the Kieln. Okay, that's a hub town. I'll get a merchant. And that's a hub town. Everything's a hub town. Until further notice. Okay. What am I going to do with these merchants? They're just going to sit for now. Oh, Mandalay Bay. Let's befriend you next. My beloved Catherine and beloved's me. She only has 4 settlements, and look at those yields. This game is incredibly nuts. Well, you know what's going to happen next? I'm going to unlock the academies, and I'm going to unlock the Oxford University, and I'm going to totally build Oxford University. You know that's what's going to happen, because that's what I do. Apalachi has 47 population. Now, just for anyone that's been enjoying this series of games I've played, and judging by the attendance you haven't, it's going to change. I'm not going to be doing this much longer. I wanted to get these new... Yeah, let's do that. I wanted to get these new leaders. You can go there. So let's go to the orange. Yeah, let's go to the yellow then. Let's go find those artifacts. We're going to be doing something new soon, so playing this game is going to be limited. I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to stream it anymore. No one is really watching me play this, so it's a shame. It needs to be revitalized because a bunch of useless nerds decided to talk shit about it and sabotage it. They're trying to do the same thing with the Switch 2 as a whole, and it's not working, so they keep getting desperate. The Switch 2 thing is beyond obnoxious because I have no interest in it whatsoever. And still, this damn system will keep suggesting these videos, and I'll keep getting angry because I'm going, okay, let's look at what's wrong with your system, shall we? Now, if you're rich and you can buy the views and everything, which is what these people do, I know I'm sorry, it's because they're only making good videos and whatever. But when you're rich and you can buy the views, which is what these people do, you'll get noticed because you pay for the interest. You pay for the notice. See, I can't pay for this shit. So me posting videos, no matter how much more entertaining they are and informative and everything, and by God, am I more entertaining and informative than anybody that does this shit for a living. Despite all that, makes no difference because I can't afford to pay for it. I never could, even back during the AdWords days. Could never afford to pay for this. So I was going on ground zero, square one, zero, whatever you want to call it. By myself, no crew, no, it's just me. Just me. And I'm supposed to compete with people that pay for it. You can't. It's just that simple. That's the whole point. That's the United States. That's capitalism at its best. But let's see. I do want a schoolhouse, but somebody has to... Okay, so you can't build it. Let's just get a schoolhouse here. Over the observatory, right? Yeah. And you're gonna build Oxford. 9 turns. I love the modern era because it doesn't take that long to build anything. Wow, you're really going to town. Some blizzard we got there. But the way that they try to curry favor from people is they make shit up. And now the new thing, when the Switch 2 was first announced, it was that Nintendo was greedy because they're charging you $450 and $80 for a Mario Kart game. And to this day, they still kind of harp on the idea that Mario Kart's not that good, which I go, Mario Kart's not the only game on the Switch 2. The Switch 2 has tens of thousands of games, or over 10,000 games. And a lot of people that have played Mario Kart love Mario Kart, so I don't know what you're fucking talking about, but whatever. Are you researching, or what are you doing? I thought you were supposed to be researching. What's going on here? Okay, anyway, what's next? There you are. I almost have enough for another befriending. So when the Switch 2 broke every fucking record in terms of sales upon its release, the story then became, well, yeah, but it's not good hardware. It's not good hardware. Like that's what they try to lie about, that the hardware is not any good. It's a hybrid console, and everyone made it out to be like it was just a handheld or whatever. No, it's a hybrid. You can play it docked, perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. I don't understand how Nintendo, Capcom, even CD Projekt Red can make a game or make games that can do both, the hybrid and the docked, in tremendous fashion, and nobody else has figured it out yet. But it can be done and done well. So no, you're wrong. The hardware is perfectly fine. They even said that, you know, this Digital Foundry crop of douches even said, "Oh, the screen on the dock on the portable version's not good," which it turned out that it was just an update that needed to be made, and that was made, and it's perfectly fine. Then it was that Nintendo had a Direct, but the Direct wasn't any good, and third-party companies, or Nintendo was trying to talk them out of making Switch 2 games exclusively, which was a stupid fucking idea. And now that there was another Direct that was chock full of juicy details, now the new story is that there's buyer's remorse. Obviously, this is all made up. I looked this stuff up. It doesn't appear anywhere. People are just making shit up. And the thing that I can't tolerate is I used to play PlayStation games. I used to play Xbox games. I used to play games that were exclusive to other companies. And they were terrible. They were terrible. I'd play them once. Maybe I'd have a good time. I'd try to play them again. Or I would just trade it in because it was shit. And I was miserable, and I didn't want to play it ever again. So their games are crap. Most AAA third-party games are crap. So there's really nothing that I would be missing out on. But now that the Switch 2 has more than validated itself by getting these games, and more to come, these people are getting scared. So as other companies are charging a home console, you know, almost $1,000 for a home consoles. I don't have... Happiness in Mountains is fine. I'll take that because I have a lot of mountains. I could get another Explorer. And I will. I need more silver, make them cheaper. Let's get a schoolhouse. They're getting more and more desperate, and it's just pathetic, and it's just sad, and on top of it, it's really irritating because I'm tired of hearing this shit. Well, I'm not even hearing it, I'm just seeing it pop up. And as I said, or as I was saying, it just goes to show you the stupidity of YouTube. How this shit keeps showing up on my homepage, which I'm not asking for. And my own channels don't show up on my homepage, and I am asking for them. So it just goes to show you what YouTube is all about. So the way it works is that initially you had to pay for views on AdWords. And then after that it became, no, it's got to be subscribers. Subscribers are how you get, that's the resource that we utilize to get you known. And then when that could be somewhat manipulated because smaller channels can get subscribers, it became, well, now it's watch hours. Okay, so the way it works is you have to somehow sift through millions and millions of people that are trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. Millions and millions of people that had seen those without any real skill or any kind of legitimate background in certain areas that they were so-called creators of, content creators of, that they were getting popular, they were making money and everything. And so all these millions and tens of millions all around the world of people that have Homeland support and stuff like that, all these people that are jumping on, you have to somehow get past that with your titles and what have you, and your thumbnails, whatever other bullshit they lie about that gives you access to the home pages of virtually everybody that's got a YouTube channel or YouTube page or whatever.
I wonder anybody
Oxford
does anything at Oxford but dream and remember.
Give me those two
Confused.
free, oh yeah. And give me more free tech. Oh yeah. And give me a wild card. What do I want to do with this? I'm going to do the suzerain one. Because everybody that I become suzerain of gives me more of those. Why does it seem like you have no buildings? Red Fort would be interesting too. There we go. Because as I said, one of the things I love about this period of time is how you can get every wonder. Well, not every wonder. So the watch hours becomes the thing now, but how are you supposed to break through all of this crap where people are... Now listen, when I first started doing this, I'm talking like 20 years ago. What I would do is I would get a newspaper. I'd worked early, obviously, and I would get a newspaper from my friend. And I would read the headlines. And I would go home and I'd make a video reacting to the headlines. And I would make a video virtually every day. I don't really want to fight Trung Track. I'm sorry, my love. I love you to no end, but I don't want to fight Trung Track. Okay, electricity's been mastered now, or unlocked. So let's go to... Well, let me do what I usually do, which is beeline it to rocketry. Let's do that. And I would go home and that wouldn't work. My friend and I were kind of in competition with one another with, you know, the amount of views we'd get on videos. I got a video that received over almost 1 million views. That didn't work. So nothing worked for me, no matter what I tried. But now suddenly that's the new thing, is to just like react to stuff. A movie is released or a trailer is released. It looks woke, react. Somebody said something on the air, react. You know, it's just reactionary. And it's funny because I was doing that 20 years ago. Talking shit about movies I've been doing for about 17 years on my other channel. It never got me anywhere because you have to pay for it. You can't just be an outlier. You have to be in it, in the whole... What? Where? Which one? Not that one. Nope. I didn't even notice that you were... I guess they're friendly with her. Well, I'm not going to compete with that. Okay, you take that one. Wasn't there... There were a bunch of culture ones, weren't there? Hold on. Wow. There's a lot of war going on. Okay, I'm already winning you over. This one, wasn't there another one somewhere? Or do I have to wait? Or do I have to find them? Where are my scouts? I've got one scout running around, don't I? Alright, well if that's the case, then we're just gonna go like this. I love you, baby. And that merchant is... And there you are. Go to my love. Silver! Yay! She doesn't despise me anymore. I mean, it doesn't make any difference if Xerxes wants to be a douchebag. So I'm trying to get out there. I've got my novels and everything. I'm trying to do something with my life. I'm trying to make the world a better place. But I can't because YouTube and the United States both fucking suck ass, and they don't want people that are considered poor to get anywhere in life. You might get a little bit of a dose of reality, and the United States wants everyone to think it's the greatest country in the world and has opportunity and blah, blah, blah. Total lie, you have no opportunity to do anything you can't afford. It's just that simple. Your opportunity is what you can pay for. And this so-called channel, this network, is a perfect example. Okay, so that's that. You are at this stage Wow, a lot of buildings just opened up. Okay, so let's get to the Buddha. Is there... The university is... Maybe we'll build over there. Get more of that influence. You need an ironworks, man. I have a Nepalese scout, don't I? So, where the hell is it? Yeah, this is what is called journalism, is just making shit up. And the thing that I get it, but I don't understand. Nintendo is out of all the greed and all the whatever, the corruption and everything in the video game industry or in industrial. Oh, I don't have enough gold. In industry itself, Nintendo is the least nefarious. Their practices have never been anti-consumer, and it's still not. It's still the cheapest console. Games are expensive. Guess what? Their games, which are far superior in every way to everybody else's, are a lot less expensive than everybody else's. I'm sorry to tell you this. You get a game now, it's going to be $70-something. Doesn't matter who makes it unless it's an independent. And no, large companies are not going to charge $20-something for games because they're not independents. Nintendo has a $20-something, $30-something game. And it looks like it would be really fun. I'm not going to get it because it's a little bit young for me. But it's about 30. Nobody said anything about that. Somebody did say something like, what do you think of this? Because it involves what looks like Paralympic events. It's like Paralympic basketball. Where you use the Joy-Cons as two mice. No, we'll do the gold. Combustion! Yeah, so God forbid you do something for somebody that's not rich. It's totally woke. And should be destroyed. I'll build you. But they're going off on everything that Nintendo does. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Somebody already unlocked Hegemony? Are you serious? Turn 21 and you unlocked Hegemony. Well, I'm looking at Himiko and her 6 settlements and her 2,800 culture per turn. And not only did she unlock Hegemony, but she was able to produce enough explorers to exploit Hegemony. That is fucking ridiculous. This game is fucking ridiculous. I have never been able to unlock Hegemony, much less exploit it at this stage of the game. That is absolutely insane. You cannot be completely honest with me that you were able to unlock Hegemony at this stage and then utilize it. Just so that you know, the way it works is, and I might have done this before, but if you're one of the person that watches these videos I'm posting about Ashoka, the way it works is you have to first unlock Hegemony, which is late in the cultural spectrum. And when that's unlocked, you have to then get one of your explorers to do research in a museum or a university. At that point, you get a free artifact when you're done researching, and you unlock artifacts of all ages.
The world
Redford.
is the place we prove real by dying in it.
It's another defensive site. So once that's unlocked, then you have to. Then you can unlock it. So they were able to do all that in 21 turns. That's beyond silly. Okay. Hermitage is available, and you bet your sweet ass I'm getting it. And just to make sure that this happens faster, I'm gonna buy that. And I'm gonna buy the schoolhouse to keep it cheap. Claim the artifacts. That's 3. Okay, do I have... No. Not doing that, no. Do I have any more independence? That's almost disturbing is what that is. Come on, let's be friends. I only had more trade routes for a split second. Okay, back in a sec. Let's keep it going here. Even though it appears as though I have no chance of winning. I did win a game, as I was saying before, that I was live streaming on Twitch with Isabella. So, that was nice. That was a cultural victory as well. I can win scientifically. I'm trying to win that way as well. But I need independence. I can't just have 6. I need more. But where's my scout? Well, I don't need that. It's not gonna do me any favors. Oh. I'll take that. Save me some money. Ironworks. That's. I'm gonna have to put the walls up soon, though. Bazaar, Temple, Bank, Hospital. Over the dungeon. Okay, let's just go to the mountains and the wonders. No matter how many times I play this game, I can't get to that point. I can't get to the point where I have 10,000 science or culture or both by turn 10 in the modern age. That's absolutely insane, especially with only 6 settlements. And they already have their ideologies. Yeah, I get the computer at this level produces things faster than you. I get that. But the idea that they can produce this much faster in terms of culture and science is just absurd. And you're supposed to win the game. That's the best part. And sometimes I do. That's the even better part. I gotta do it within, the first 70 turns, but shit. That's how it works, though. That's how gaming companies that aren't Nintendo companies, that's how they give you, what do you call, challenge. They just make the computer do more than you can. I could receive an artifact. The open air museum is great. Alright, industrialization. I gotta upgrade my units now. Alright, I've got a lot of units to upgrade. Let's go to the ones that are within the confines of a, yeah. Got some howitzers. This is gonna be expensive, I gotta wait. All right. Science building +1 science. Electricity is unlocked. You fuck. How many do I have? 3? 4. Okay, I need more museums. Well, the Hermitage will solve the problem, and that's the next turn, so there we are. I need a lot more gold, though. A lot more gold per turn is necessary. Catherine and I will still not be allies.
Every passion
Hermitage!
But the collector's passion borders on the chaos of memories.
I get more culture and more great work slots. I plan to do some slots myself. Alrighty.
The one...
Okay, so what I will do now is... Of course I'll do that, my love. God, I love you. I can't do anything against her militarily for a while. I wasn't planning on doing it anyway because I'm madly in love with her. You do have a lot of buildings you have to put together, but let me just see something. Got so many good ones. Doi setup is one that is absolutely necessary. It only takes 6 turns. Is there one with production? Specialist, no, okay. So, let's do this. Kathmandu. Let's get your laboratory. Put it over the kiln. Makes sense to me. Alright. Speech. Let me go to my civic tree and let's just open up my own civics. Because this is not going to work. I could try to go for hegemony, but it's just not going to work. Now it's time to look for the next stage of independence. Ah, Vienna. There's one. Hey, there you are. Don't destroy that, please. Kinda need it. Brad Rondel comes back from Vienna? Hi, baby doll. God, I love you. Alright, you go over here. I need to find some more shit. You even have an ironworks yet? Well, come on, dude. What do you think this is? Bullshit! Give me that. Yay! A 5. And I have the room for it. That's why sometimes you want to overbuild. Well, you want to overbuild anyway, but... You definitely want to overbuild so you can get artifacts. Alright, I'm at 880 science per turn somehow, but there you are. Find me more independence, sir. Or madam, whoever you are. You're a Nepalese scout, so I don't know. Like I was saying, this game is really good. I really enjoy it. I've enjoyed playing it. I'm not going to stop. I'll come back to it now and again. But I'm not going to dedicate so much of my time to it. Not anymore. We've got another game coming out soon that's also a third party. It's an independent. It's one I've really been looking forward to for a while. So that should be fun. Suddenly Harriet Tubman's not too big on me anymore. I'm going to try to avoid an ideology for a bit. Even though I have the military for it, I could clearly destroy somebody. I have enough units. And I'm getting the technology for it. I'd like to avoid any more of that ugly bloodshed. Oh, okay. Right there, I'll take it. Okay, let's upgrade some more people. You. Sometimes I wonder if I'm moving fast enough that I just wait until they get maxed out. Gotta get my Barry Howitzers. I'll just pat myself on the back for that one. You're killing me, man. She is really going off. Alrighty. I'm being attacked. Oh, by Vienna. That's why I told you to get out of there. I love the game's response to not having settlements is just settle anywhere. Yeah, throw another city out there. Okay, Xerxes doesn't despise me anymore. That's good. I'll try to hold up. He gets... With that, I think... Was it... I think he gets... Because the Achaemenid version. He gets plus... Do I set up... He gets plus 1 trade route.
An undeveloped mind.
I believe. Her. I know that the Devourer version of Ashoka gets plus 1 trade route for every improved trade, but I think Xerxes just gets plus 1.
We are nine.
Alright, so now I get even more yields. Renouncer. Eiffel Tower is nice. Go with that. I'm just going nuts with the wonders because I can finally build them. Is this one? This has already been unlocked, right? Okay, so, happiness is still in great shape. The more city-states I become suzerain of, the bigger my yields are going to be. All right. Really, there aren't any other independents? Whoa, really? We're gonna do this, my baby? Who are you at war with? You're at war with somebody. I know you are. Culture buildings. You can't do that. I'm sorry, my love. I love you, but I can, see how I cannot do that, whereas the computer does do that. See how that works? I can say, no, I'm not going to get in war with you just because we're in an alliance. But the computer never does that. The computer just keeps going to war with you despite the fact that you're friends. And it ruins your relationship from that point on.
Flee to the mountain.
Because they are war-mongering lunatics. Alright. Food and... mountains... excuse me. Okay, ironworks. Production seems to be your problem. Get another cultural attribute. Take. Yes. Alrighty, so that is now 6. I don't think I'll be getting that many more of those. Unfortunately. Well, now I have the influence, I just don't have the independence. Come on, man. Reveal them to me. Ooh. You got a hostile takeover. Did you not destroy that? Vienna? Okay, it's still there. Let's try to make this faster. Hold on. I love you. Take that. Let's get a rail station over the pavilion. I don't want to lose like 20 gun. You gotta be kidding me. I'll take the pavilion. Shit. La Porta will be really good as well. Opera House would be even better. Let's get a La Porta. Okay. Why does it seem like I have 2 of these when I should have 3? You're already digging that one out. Where are the other wonders? Let's go this way. Not gonna win culturally anyway, so. Oh god! Somebody's returning tycoon points. Near there already. I have 8. I only need 7 more, so... I am not first in science, but I'm not really... I'm middle. I'm middle of the pack. 5 settlements for Himiko, and look at her yields. It's ungodly. She's not getting 152 influence per turn, though. I can hang my hat on that one. No place in Brooklyn where I can hang my hat. You don't have any more... Oh, okay, there we go. Over there. Come on, man. There have to be other independent states. Okay. I have to buy an aerodrome, and then I have to finish the first project. 500 gold per turn isn't terrible. You want to get about 1,000 gold per turn at this stage of the game. The capital is going to be the one that's going to do all the production of the... Really, it doesn't... I can get the first one done, but until I unlock the second portion, or the part of the science victory, it doesn't make any difference. But yeah, I'm totally locked in on a science victory.
Flee to the mountain.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, Vienna, that's that. That's that. Sorry, Nepal has a lot more to go. So all districts adjacent to mountains receive defensive fortifications one time. Effect. You're supposed to go here and find something. How much is an aerodrome? With all the gold that I have? Your production is 121. Yeah, that's pretty, yeah. Okay, cool. It's not even the Devourer who gets production based on happiness. We have a lot of fascists out here. 1 democratic and 2 communist. Xerxes doesn't like me. Dude, I can fucking crush you, alright, bro?
One can dream there. Eat
Now it's not even
observe there,
a matter of if.
understand
I would
there.
just absolutely crush you, so
One
fuck
can
off.
feel oneself cut off from the world, and yet the owner of a world.
I can win militarily just on his ass, so he needs to watch himself. Bam! Eiffel Tower. Okay, so now we're going to buy an aerodrome. In fact, I'm going to make sure that this aerodrome is so close to him. And we're going to go with the first scientific step. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. I lead in artifacts. Wow. That's surprising. Any independence you're finding? To an opera house. Yeah, he has 10 settlements. I can easily get a different ideology if he can ever get to that point, and then just slaughter his ass and take all those settlements. And then I would get the military tree done. In fact, now that influence is not even a problem. Urbanization is mastered. Sure. I know, dude. Give me more happiness. More food. Okay, let's really push the envelope. God, do I love you. And let's get a merchant out. So I'll stop here. When I come back, I will continue through the tech tree. Maybe I can get my fastest science victory. I think my fastest one was 70. But we'll see. Till then.